Abu Dawud and Ibn Majah and the Musnad of Ahmad all have. That Al-Bara, may Allah be pleased with him, said, Allah and his angels pray on the first row. In the Isnad of At-Tirmidhi, Allah and his angels pray on the front row. Al-Bukhari transmitted that Abu Huraira said that the Messenger of Allah, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, said, if people only knew what there was in doing dur at its time, they would race each other to it. And if they 78 knew what there was in the prayers of Isha and Sub, they would come to them even if they had to crawl. If they knew what there was in the call to prayer and the first row, they would draw lots for it. Ibn Hajar said, what is meant by the first row is the row immediately behind the Imam, and it is the first complete row behind the Imam, not one that has any gaps in it. Scholars say that this encouragement for people to join the first row is in order for them to hasten to discharge their responsibility, to hurry to enter the mosque, to be near the Imam and to listen to his recitation and learn from it and to be inspired by it and convey what he says, to be safe from someone else passing in front of him, to feel safe from seeing anyone in front of him, and for the place of his prostration to be safe from the coattails of anybody praying in front. Going early to Jumu'ah. In the Sahih of al-Bukhari, Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, said that the Messenger of Allah, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, said, on the day of Jumu'ah, the angels stand at the door of the mosque and write down the first to come and then those who follow. When the Imam comes out, they roll up their scrolls and listen to the reminder. Ibn Hajar said in the Path, and Abu Nuaym transmitted it as Marfu in al-Hilya with the expression, on the day of Jumu'ah, Allah sends angels with scrolls of light and pens of light. This indicates that the angels mentioned are not guardian angels. What is meant by the rolling up of the scrolls is to roll up the scrolls of the benefits connected with going early to Jumu'ah as opposed to any other prayer. Not those of listening to the khutbah, catching the prayer, dhikr, supplication, humility, and other such things. The guardian angels naturally write these things down. In 79. The variant of Ibn Uyana from Az-Zuri at the end of this hadith. In Ibn Majah we find anyone coming after that, comes merely for the sake of the prayer. The Far and Asr prayers in a group in the mosque. Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, said that the Messenger of Allah, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, said, there are angels who take turns in being with you in the night and other angels in the day, and they meet together at the prayers of Far and Asf1. Then the ones who were with you during the night ascend, and Allah asks them, although he knows better than they do, how were my slaves when you left them? They say, when we left them they were praying, and when we came to them they were praying. Al-Bukhari, Muslim, and Nasa'i and Ibn Khuzaymah related it. About his words, there are angels who take tunis in being with you. Ibn Hajar said, it is said that they are the guardian angels. Al-Qurtubi said, I think that the most evident view is that it is other than them. This view is strengthened by the fact that it is not transmitted that the guardian angels ever leave the slave, nor that the guardian angels of the night are not the same as the guardian angels of the day. Iyad said, the wisdom of them meeting at these two prayers is part of Allah's kindness to his slaves and his generosity to them, since he made the angels meet at a time when his slaves are in a state of obedience so that they can give the best testimony on their behalf. Ibn Hajar said in the Path, the hadith contains an indication of the immense importance of these two prayers, since the point two groups meet during them while there is only one group present 80 during the other prayers. This indicates the nobility of the two times mentioned. It is related that provision is allocated after the Sub-prayer and that actions ascend at the end of the day. So who ever is engaged in an act of obedience at that time is blessed both in his provision and in his actions, and Allah knows best. It also shows that this community is honored above others and means, therefore, that its prophet is honored above all other prophets. It informs us of the love of Allah's angels for us so that our love for them is increased and we draw near to Allah by that. The